I had the honor of being Secretary of State, as some of you may remember, back in the 80s, but a guy is kind of cleaning up my mess after all these years is Tom Schedler. He's the current Secretary of State, lives down in Baton Rouge, and we've been good friends for many, many years, and he's doing a great job as Secretary of State. We're both in Natchez, Mississippi for a Mickey Gilley, Linda Gale Lewis concert, and Tom came up to see it. I did too. Mr. Secretary, it's good to see you.
Thank you. And I'll tell you what, you laid the template out as Secretary of State. I didn't have any much to do with just keep it in the middle of the canal.
And you know, I had a number of offices in Louisiana, and I enjoyed serving them all, but I really had fun as Secretary of State. Most people don't realize that you're the historian, you're the keeper of all the archive materials. Now that's a big deal because this week we've got the 200th anniversary of the founding of Louisiana.
That is correct. There's a bunch of activities. Of course, there's a commission, bicentennial commission that General Honore heads up, and a multitude of events across the state to commemorate that historic event.
Well, 200 years is a long time when Louisiana came in. French speaking, the first Constitution, if I believe, was written in French initially. All right, question for you.
Okay.
Who was the first Secretary of State?
Oh my goodness, I knew you were going to that. And you know, I've looked at that plaque numerous times. You're going to have to help.
Folks, listen to me. On the first Secretary of State was a lawyer. I'm a lawyer. He was from Northeast Louisiana. I'm from Northeast Louisiana. Had 3 daughters. I had 3 daughters. He was a delegate to the first Constitutional Convention. I was a delegate to the last Constitutional Convention. And I kid you not, his name was James Brown. Was the first Secretary of State.
You hit me on that one.
Nobody knows that.
See, I thought you were going to ask me who signed the statehood. You know, been Claiborne and let's see, who was it? Claiborne and Galvin.
That's right. That's very much so. So, well, Tom, it's good to see you up here, and with all the bicentennial activities. And I know you're fighting in the legislature. States all over America are having budget problems. How many museums do you oversee?
We have 17 on paper, but in actuality, 13 are actually open museums.
So you've got your hands full just trying to fund these museums. We're $300 million shortfall in Louisiana, and they're looking for places to cut. So,
and as you know, 82% of that Secretary of State budget is elections related, and we can't cross over. So, you know, out of a projected $70 million budget, I really only have about $11 million to run the rest: the archives, the museums, and what we call the commercial division, as you know. But that's a generator of money. But it's going to be a tough year going forward in July. But I'm confident we'll work through it. That we have great groups that support all these museums, and we're going to work through it somehow, some way with local cooperation.
Well, good luck, and I look forward to cheering you on and being any help that I can. Tom Schedler, Louisiana Secretary of State. Hey, you heard us earlier on the tape of Linda Gale Lewis. Mickey Gilley is doing a concert tonight. Tom and I are going to the concert. We'll see y'all later.
Thank you.